Hey toys and collectible fans, this is Fly Guy for TekSushi.com giving you a look at this 3-pack, the Amazing Spider-Man, Anti-Venom, Spider-Man and Green Goblin pack. This is a K-Mart exclusive in Australia. I believe you guys in the US had the same, maybe it was K-Mart, I'm not quite sure. But I'm not sure if this has appeared anywhere else. Would love to hear your comments below if it's turning up in your countries, if at all. But the real gem in this pack is the Anti-Venom figure, which itself is a repaint, but it's a damn good one, let me tell you. So we'll show you that figure in just a second in their usual high def, but there you go. Stretch arm attack, I should say. I was trying to be all French today with the elastique, but you can see all the different versions and languages. So there's Anti-Venom, Spider-Man himself, bit of a repack figure, and the same for the Green Goblin. So really it's repacks, but some great looking paintwork on that. So that's the pack. Some other Spidey kind of kid stuff there, and there we go. That's it. That's the pack. On with the figures. First of all, the man himself, SpiderMan, is a repaint. I think it's a repaint, certainly with less articulation. So I'm not quite sure why they couldn't use a Marvel Universe figure. Same scale, pretty much the same thing. It looks exactly like that, but no ankle articulation. Very dark, almost black, I would almost say, Spider-Man there, with the suit in the background of him, with the red at the forefront, obviously being Spider-Man. Duh. But instead of like, we've had so many variations of slightly blue, dark blue, very light blue, depending on what comic or artist it was. Hasbro have given us a version for each one, but this one is practically black. And that's really all it is to say about this figure. You must have 1,000,001 Spider-Man in your collection, like I do. Marvel Universe, plus just the Spider-Man line. It's one of the most annoying lines because normally, this is from the Amazing Spider-Man, the movie, but we've had Spider-Man figures for years with no name other than Spider-Man. It's very hard to know what the hell's going on. But anyway, we get a fairly cool Spider-Man. Articulation everywhere you would expect. Ball joint on the head, ball joint with a hinge on the elbows, ball joint with a hinge on the elbows and the shoulders. No wrist articulation. Well, actually, we do. We get forearm articulation. My apologies, my bad. We do. We also get, I knew we were missing something. No swivel waist, no waist articulation at all. But yet we do get ball jointy hips. The stand, by the way, I should say, is my own from smalljoes.com. Ball joint with a hinge on the knees and no ankles. So he basically comes in a pre-posed position. So basically you're going to have to pose him like this, or that's it. But look, that's Spidey. He's okay, not bad, certainly not the worst, but not great. On with Green Goblin. Oh, I should say also, Spider-Man comes with El Crapo web accessory, which, if anybody knows what the hell to do with this thing, please tell me. I believe you have two kind of pegs there. I think they maybe go in each other, or I don't know. Please someone tell me, what is this? What do you do with this thing? I know it's a Spider-Man's web, but yeah, the holes and the pegs, not quite sure. Write in, please let us know, comment below. Green Goblin, he's a repack, we've seen him before, except he's not the good Marvel Universe version yet again. This is the slightly crappy from the Spider-Man line, one of those many. And he's a bit rubbish, really. He's got this rather slightly odd grin on his face. He's a bit too cartoony, basically, rather than being, well, I know it's from a comic book, but you get what I'm saying. It's more from a TV show cartoon than it is actually from the movie of any kind. And considering the Green Goblin isn't really in the Amazing Spider-Man movie, it's a bit of a leap of faith. Standard kind of stuff, really, for Goblin. It comes with a blue, solid blue, non-metallic-y, well, slightly metallic-y looking glider. Same as we've seen before, as far as I can tell. This one at least does stand up a little bit with a slight peg at the back there, and obviously the face at the front, so it's not too bad. We've reviewed some of the past where they're kind of all incredibly droopy and won't stand, but that's not too bad. Comes with a movable sack, which you can move around, and it does have a movable, there we go, it's a pumpkin bomb. And there you go, one excellent little pumpkin bomb face with a little peg to go into the non-existent peg hole in his hand, I thought this thing used to come with a peg hole for the hands. I guess not. Oh well, I think he did it on another figure, on another Green Goblin. There's a slight peg hole in the middle of the hand, so I guess we're repackaging bits and pieces again here. Hasbro, I'm not quite sure what's going on there. The green is way too lime green for me. It's not even ripe lime. It's a little bit silly. So not the best figure, but not the worst. Articulation on this guy, he's got his ball jointed head, ball joint with a hinge on the shoulders, you can just see there. Same for the elbows, and we get swivel forearms or swivel gloves, which is a nice touch. No articulation in the waist, again, absolutely nothing. Nada, zip, zilch. Ball joint on the hinge with the knees, ball joint with the hinge, on the thighs and on the knees. And we do get, is it swivel? No, that's it, nothing in the legs whatsoever. So look, considering you're probably going to pose him on the glider, it's not too bad, but again, limited articulation figure, kind of the way that Hasbro are trying to go. It's a bit of a cheap repack, repaint with this guy, so meh, really not that excited. And this pack was not cheap. This cost $30 for this pack. Yes, $30, but that's the price of figures here in Oz. This is the guy you really want to buy this pack for, Anti-Venom. He's a repack from the, yet again, SpiderMan line of a year or year and a half ago, where we got Venom, and he came with this gigantic, big, floppy Venom floppy thing. So yeah, it's you can see Venom's face is on the front of this plastic there, or Anti-Venom's face. It's exactly the same as the previous figure, but it was a very cool figure, so I'm sure Hasbro have jumped at the chance to repaint and repack, and I loved it. I like this repaint quite a lot. But this daft kind of big extension hand thing, you can remove, and you can see it in its full effect if I move that back. There you go, that's how it all comes together. So all you need to do is unclip that. It's not the worst looking kid play on piece, but this figure's far better like that. And the real winning thing on this for me is the paint. I'm going to get a super high def close up for you. There we go. Hopefully you can just about see that all. The orange is kind of, the camera's not picking up too much, but there's a really nice fusion of kind of electric, like really high intensity orange coming off that. It's almost, camera really isn't doing it justice. It's just very bright and very kind of elastic looking, which just makes that tongue look amazing. And on top of that, the eye sockets have almost a bit of a, you can just see the outer glow is the same kind of orange leading to this very yellow interior. It seems to have a little bit of red on there somewhere as well for some reason. I think it's just a bit of fluff or something on the figure, a bit of paint that's rubbed off from Spidey. But let me see if I can get in really close, because it's, there we go. You can just see the paint in that eye socket there. There's a very light touch of orange around it, and that the jaw, the side of the jaw, the skin around the jaw has been done in a kind of lighter shade of kind of tangerine-y kind of orange. And it's just beautiful. It looks really good. Camera, again, not doing this justice. Great figure, really good kind of facial sculpt on him, and just wickedly epic Anti-Venom there. I'm afraid I don't know too much about Anti-Venom's story. Obviously he's the opposite of Venom, I know that much, but Venom's been the most popular character over the years and not really got a chance to learn much more about him, so I couldn't resist to pick up. You can see that there is no articulation in the ankles, but we do get a ball joint with a hinge in the knees. Same for the thighs, we get ball joint and swivel on the thighs. Zero waist articulation, nothing at all on the torso. We do get is the hinge on the arm, you can see that ball joint with a hinge on there. Same on the shoulder blade, but zero on the wrist. There is no wrist articulation. And his head is movable to a degree, but yeah, you can only move it so far because, well, his tongue and everything gets in the way. And, yeah, you can see the ball joint there. There's not a great deal of movement that you can have with it. On the back of the figure, this epic paint job, I'm almost too close up here. There we go. So really good paint job. The black's really been well done. Obviously that lines up if you straighten up the figure. Although why did we get this big nasty ass number? Really? Did we need to have that there? Could that not have just been white? Anyway, a bit of a pain in the ass to have that there. But the spinal column there all the way up is a nice kind of grey. It's been really well spray painted. Shadowing and effect around the biceps give them a bit of depth. And the logo, the Spidey kind of Anti-Venom logo in the back is really well done too. So it breaks up what would have been just a complete big blob of white plastic, but still really, really nice to get all that. I love these kind of bits, these crazy bits that come off the top of, as if he's just moving around and continuing to kind of melt and bend, and it's pretty damn good. So Anti-Venom is kicking it, I have to say. He's a really cool figure. So just taller than 3.5 inches, about 4 inches tall, this guy. He's really cool. I must have said that like 10 times. But I managed to pick this up in a Kmart here, and again, love to know where you guys are getting it from. Not a bad extra piece, this, the gigantic gigantic extension for Anti-Venom. But not when I'm displaying with it. But still, not bad at all. So one day we'll do the Venom review, and we'll show you the version of that to compare just with colouring and whatnot. But there we go. That's a very cool pack to get, I have to say, just for Anti-Venom. He's going for a few dollar on his own, this guy. So if you can try and get him, get out there and grab him. And again, let us know where you get it. Join us for lots of very cool reviews on youtube.com/TekSushi by hitting the subscribe button above. Lots of cool reviews from me, Fly Guy, as well as DC, who reviews all their Lego and, not all of their Lego, but a lot of Lego minifigures and Batman, loads and loads of Batman figures. And we've also got the epic Man in Manila, FX Franz, who does a lot of cool Transformer reviews for us too. So join us, and there's loads of updates as well, tons of updates every day. There's new photographs and links to trailers and videos and all sorts of good stuff. And that's at facebook.com/TekSushi. Or if you're a Twitterer, you can join us the same, twitter.com/TekSushi, TekSushi. And Venom and I will see you for some more reviews soon. Cheers.